All right, Nathan, this is the year two Rockies roster. We take a look. You're the 18th rated team right now, 5th in contact, 21st in power, 22nd in pitching, 25th in defense, and 12th in speed. If we take a look at your starting pitchers, you got Marquez, Gomber, Senzatella, John Gray, and Jack Leiter. Freeland is in long relief. You've got some good pitching prospects in the minors. You've got Weathers, Navarre, Rollison, and Allen. So that's either a position that you can wait for some of these guys to come up, or you can make trades and try to upgrade right away. In the bullpen, you got Loizaga, King, John Curtis, Dylan Tate, and Julian Fernandez. Fernandez and King are long relievers. The rest are short relievers. Gregory Soto is your closer. Luis Camposano is the catcher. Dom Nunez is the power hitting backup. You do have a prospect down here in Drew Romo, still probably a good 2-3 years away. Josh Bell is your first baseman. Elahuris Montero is the first base prospect. He's a little bit older for a prospect, but in a year or two, he should be playable at first base. At second, you still have Brendan Rodgers. He had a rough year last year for you. Hit 234, 301, 345, but he's still an A potential, 79 overall. He should continue to improve. Hopefully, get a better season out of him this year. Tim Lopez coming off the bench. Yohan Moncada at third. Phil Gosselin in the minors. There's your big free agent signing, Trey Turner at shortstop. You got Garrett Hampson coming off the bench. Prospect C.J. Abrams is going to start the year in AAA. He's probably due to debut at some point this season. Maybe at second base if Brendan Rodgers isn't working out, or you could use him as a trade piece. In left field, you've got Eloy Jimenez, Connor Joe, and Ryan Vilade. In center, it's Jonathan Daza. And you've got some depth here. I had to choose between Sam Hilliard and Adam Hazley, and I went with Hazley to make the roster. He's a little bit better of a fielder. He's got a better contact hitting skills. Hilliard's got more power, but he strikes out a ton. He does run better. If you want to comment on who you want to make that last spot on the roster, you can go ahead and let me know. If you don't care, that's fine. I'll keep it as Hazley. You've got Benny Montgomery down here, still probably 2 years away. It's a pretty good prospect. And right, you got Chris Bryant with Hermosillo in the minors, and one of your top prospects, Zach Veen, 21-year-old right fielder. He's a 69 A potential. He's probably a year away from cracking into the majors, so you can either wait on him or use him as a trade piece. We take a look at your pitching rotation. There it is. Marquez, Gomber, Senzatella, Gray, Jack Leiter is going to be pitching in that fifth spot. Freeland, King, and Fernandez are your long relievers. They get the bulk of the innings out of the bullpen. If you look, Freeland's pitched 186 innings out of the bullpen. So for whatever reason, the CPU gives a lot of innings to these long relievers. That's why I made sure that we've got King and Fernandez are both pretty good long relievers, and they're behind Freeland. You've got Curtis and Tate in middle relief. Loizaga is your setup guy, and Gregory Soto is the closer. You're a little bit soft in middle relief. We'll see how these guys perform. Curtis had a pretty good year for you last year, and Dylan Tate had a really good year coming over in a trade. So these guys could outperform what their overalls are. It's something to keep an eye on, maybe a position to upgrade as we go into the season, depending on how these guys do. If we look at your lineups, against right-handers, I got Jonathan Daza leading off, Trey Turner hitting second, Chris Bryant third, Eloy Jimenez hitting cleanup, Josh Bell fifth, Yohan Moncada hitting sixth, Connor Joe seven, Luis Camposano eighth, and Brendan Rodgers hitting ninth. Against lefties, it's the exact same lineup. Daza, Turner, Bryant, Jimenez, Bell, Moncada, Joe, Camposano, and Rogers. If you look at the bench, you got Velade, Nunez, Hampson, Lopez, and Hazley. Um, that pretty much does it. If there's anything you want to change as far as your lineup or your pitching rotation or roster move you want to make, go ahead and let me know. We'll be starting the regular season soon. Good luck, Nathan.